Yo, 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 welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Last time we uncovered some more secrets, shit is getting wild, yo. But we're done with everything from 7 years ago, so now it's to uncover some secrets of present day. We got some psyche locks to break on Shoddy, some psyche locks to break on punk ass, and we gotta go to Sunshine Coliseum. Who's left is there to possibly talk to? Oh yeah, Valent. It's probably Valent. Did I already say it was Valent last time? Yep, it's him. Whoa, this is a blast from the distant past! Long time no see, Mr. Valent. 7 years has it been. Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I have nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. But then I realized I needed to hear it from you. You suspicious as fuck, my dude. I've walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you couldn't perform Magnafy's repertoire. Do not be deceived. Valent's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. Zach Gramarye. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. Oh, Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if it were only yesterday. Yet that was not the way of it in the end. But while he vanished, the suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies or press said. I had no idea. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillain distraction. And there must I stand, smiling at them all. What am I if not a player in some fiendish farce? I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened. Magnafy's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get answers from you. Or rather, the answer. Oh, Psyche Lock? Oh, it's a 2-lock? Oh, we about to break this shit. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. It sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago. But dude, I will break you. I love how this game didn't have psyche locks until now, so now they're just like cramming in as many as they possibly can. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. Have to know what happened. For 7 long years I've endured. Now, finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troupe within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valent, but right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valent, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. Yeah, the transfer of rights, little punk. And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramarye seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnafy's miracles. What? Zach Gramarye? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous! Zach is gone, vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnifi! Yes! It was Zach! It was! And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Do you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zach Gremory shot Magnifi? Was that why you testified? Yes! My way out! It should have been my way out! Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valiant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnifi Gremory? I'm not presenting a person here. Oh, wait a minute. No, it wouldn't. But she was already gone. It couldn't have been. It was the amazing Mr. Hat. No. I was trying to read the note again, actually. No fingerprints were found. And he had information on the IV, and I stand by it being valid, but what would I present? Take that. This is the evidence that answers the question, who killed Magnifi? Well, the only question that this evidence can answer is, who here is an idiot? And it answers you, Mr. Right. Crap. So I suffer such indignities even now. The life of a magician is a life of toil. So an easy way to win over the public opinion. Produce an assigned confession, even if the confession is a fake. What? Am I presenting the fake evidence again? No. That was a shot in the dark. Was it really Zach? No. I genuinely don't know what to present here. You would think I would present a person. I don't think I have anything for this. Because the only other thing I have, I mean, well, I guess I could say, oh, it was him, but suicide, like, then why would the gun be rested perfectly with no fingerprints unless they wiped off the fingerprints? But then that means that Valiant did all that just to incriminate Zach. And then Thalassa doesn't make sense because she was already missing. I can try Zach's Psyche Locks or Shotties. We'll see. Also, I need to plug in this 3DS. Okay. But then where does Kristoff come into all of this? Plus, I mean, I also kind of figured, oh, I'll have to break the 2 locks before I break the 3, but, I have no more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she could see right into people's minds. First time I saw her do it, blew mine, and after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. You gotta use the resources at hand, I always say, yet I myself have no such power. Trucy does. Why is that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? The Lhasa Gramarye? But not speak of that. Lhasa's officially missing, correct? I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Why? Why doesn't he want to talk to her? Or about her? I don't know. What, because she used to be a part of their act? But wasn't that... Didn't he already establish that with us?
Take that!
What the... okay. The 3 of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. So then why would I break a psyche lock for this if this is common knowledge? At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame. One that not many know. Oh, that they killed her? But they don't know who did it? The Lhasa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valiant Gramarye's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valiant would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you! Her eyes. I loved Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead, and Magnifique Gramarye has joined her. So the only one with her power left now is Trucy? Mr. Zack, I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else, someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited the Lhasa's power. Ha ha! How would I know? The chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who. Who? I don't... Who? Okay. It would not be Apollo. No. No. Someone other than Trucy. I mean, no. It wouldn't be him. No. Wait. No. Didn't she say something about the eyes of the person she met? No, that's... No. Wouldn't be Spark. Wait. No, because in the first trial, before Trucy even got there, he was like, Wait a minute, something's amiss. He's lying. But it's like... Is he her older brother? That wouldn't...
Take that!
Oh my freaking lord. What is going on? This boy, his name is... I forget. Something weird. Oh my god. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney! I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So, what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like, that is a sentence. But you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. A ring? Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. You do? Is it the transfer? No, because we got this from Shadi, so the mother? Because that's her mother, and the fact that he defended her in court? That's the only other thing I can think of, but it...
Take that!
Oh my freaking god. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? Oh, we're bringing this up, so... Okay, I wasn't misremembering. She did have a prior kid. So, Apollo is... Did it ever come up that Apollo lost his mom? Like, literally lost her? And that she, like, forgot where she was? So what is going... I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm confused. How'd you know this? Her first husband. He died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Gramarys as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. You say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. Couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Oh, fuck. It's Apollo's bracelet. I didn't even put two and two together. I was just like, the fact that he defended her, because that is freaking Lamoire. I don't care what anyone says. Like, the hair is the exact same. Those bracelets stand out. No, not really. They're a Grammarly family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? So, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son. When was it ever... was it ever brought up that he was missing his mom? I don't know. This strange power, I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it is passed down the Grammarly line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person and they became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So she could see it? Not quite. This is the strangest part of all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension without the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait, were they something she wore? The freaking bracelet, you dummy! Yes, her bracelets. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Alright. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two. Our brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. So Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. I will not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something. Or mood rings? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. And this has something to do with the power? What have I told you? Gramarye power reacts to tension in others. When a Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute they cannot sense it on their own. Their muscles? Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With a bracelet on, one can sense these contractions, because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? Guess that sounds simple enough. This game jumped the shark. What the f... Have you ever heard of Kinetic Vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? Then again, why am I saying that when we have freaking spirit mediums and body possession in the previous games? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just like... His long-lost mom? Okay. I've never heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it is stopped if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face, and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically, what you're saying is, the Gramaryes can see really well? For them, seeing is more than believing. It is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me, too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But, what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something. Precisely. But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You're talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of things Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? Ah, I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, passed from this world to the next. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifi's test. A test? In his last years, Magnifi Grammar worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. But that night, I could not shoot him. So I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this. I give my art to you, Zack. What? This thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah! I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then? Then of course I would have given Valent his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If your Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? Ah. Yet this ending too gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I am sorry. I have done much that was wrong in my day. What the fuck was his plan? He was testing him? Like, I want you to shoot me. I didn't shoot you, even though you, like, abused us and blackmailed us. Like, congratulations, you passed the test! What was the test? What was he testing? What was the constant? What was the variable? I don't... What? It seems to me that Magnifi wanted you to be a successor all along. Probably because he actually married the daughter and had his granddaughter. So, yeah. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. Perhaps, but it's not something we'll ever know for sure now. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. Ah. And now here I am, and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know? What? You don't mean to tell me they've put the blame for our mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness. Well, seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated? Even though I'm dead? That night, Zack Grammar was killed. He died as Shoddy Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. No, not an iPhone. This. What the fuck? His confession to use as I saw fit. Of course he'd killed no one. This is his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Grammar. So what, just live as a pariah for the rest of your life? Like, oh, So what, that was his plan before he got killed? It's like, well, I'll just stay in darkness, never see my daughter again, and everyone will think I killed her grandfather. Like... So... that means Valent was the one that did it. So we're getting Zack off scot-free so Valent can... I'm sorry, incriminating Zack so Valent can be up here, like... The only other thing I can think of is suicide, but then that means that Valent tampered with the evidence. No matter what, he's an asshole. Oh my god. Or, what? Let's go to Sunshine Autos. I mean, Coliseum. So he either committed murder or he planted evidence to sway them into thinking that was him. So it was nobody's fault but his own for people having suspicion that Zach did it and Valiant helped him. If that were the case, somebody put fluid into the IV. Alright. But yeah, now as long as we have this.
Take that!
Okay. And I would truly not think it would be the dude that's terminally ill and dying from cancer who would have the strength and wherewithal to be able to do all that. I mean, though he was lucid enough to talk to them.
Take that!
I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zach Gremory wrote one more thing before passing on. But this is a confession! In which he admits to the killing of Magnifi Gremory. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zach wrote this right in front of me. After I explained your situation to him. Alika. Oh my god! I do not trust this asshole as far as I can throw him. Do know that this confession is nothing but lies. Yes, it's my opinion that Zach Gremory killed no one. You must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. Two received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. Ha 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 ha! A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifi Gremory in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will, there is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifi's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed hold of me. I knew it. So Valiant Gremory did kill the great Magnifi. Heh. Ha 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 ha! So sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor. What? So I said what? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? So then he did commit suicide, and then this asshole planted evidence! There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple? Such as... I don't know. Knack and Talent Gremory, maybe? Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zach and Valiant received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now. It wasn't Zach or Valiant who shot Magnifi. Then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait, you don't mean... Yes, the great Magnifi Gremory himself. Why? But then wouldn't he have known that would have incriminated everyone? Or did he leave a suicide note? Was that the thing that was torn out? So Magnifi Gremory committed suicide. You find it hard to believe? To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him. When I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So he spoke with Magnifi Gremory. Yes, this is why I knew what he had done. McAfee transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zach Gramery. Not me. I see. And I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Yeah! Planting evidence and making it look like Zach did it, the fucking asshole. Is Valiant Gramery confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood McAfee's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands. Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispered inside my heart. The demon. Let me confess, I had intended to shoot McAfee. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? What? That night, I prepared something before going to McAfee's hospital room. Oh boy. Thank God I have a mute button now. That was a bad sneeze. Which was... IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zach did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. But you still planted the evidence. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then McAfee called me back. I am sorry, Valiant. I am giving my magic to Zach, not to you. You still lack the draw he has. Please help him if you can. I left the room. And then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That's when I heard that fateful gunshot. McAfee Gramery killing himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zach killed him. He was the one. Frame him, and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I fucking called it. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used a syringe to add the IV liquid I'd brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. And then Zach still did all this shit to get the blame off of Valiant. I'm pissed. Like, oh, okay. McAfee died and you framed Zach for his murder. And then Zach still was up here like, no, I killed him. Just let him live his life, please. Fuck. As planned indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but... Yes? I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valiant. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in. My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. As my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zach Gramery was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me. What if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that No. We never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. 999 shit up in here. Always check the freaking body! Her? The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies. Forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zach Gramery. Then, I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. Yeah, about that. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Zach Gramery, Shoddy Smith, whichever name you prefer. He is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver. And the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good. And it would involve paying that man a visit. How the fuck does Kristoff fit into all of this? So wait, does that mean he was the one that planted the evidence? What, did he know all of this and then tried to help his brother win the trial and then get rid of the witness in Vera? I'm so confused. I am so confused. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Kristoff Gavin is currently occupied. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well... Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard. But there's something I need to see. Is it that letter? There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender is Drew Misham. I was right. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene. This is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote. And there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Here goes. See if this ultraquinine spray finds anything. The stamp. So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. If it was this stamp, all right, no mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Kristoff Gavin. Your request came like you said it would, and you're looking into the case. It's from my life. I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write later with the report. Gotcha. Letter from Misham added to the court record. Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar? In jail? Gavin. I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of ultraquinine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right. Wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks. Oh my god, it's a camera? What is going... We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now, it is time. Every story has an ending. You've come to the final chapter. The final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. What? Okay, so that explains everything he had been working on, so... Like, I guess, like, not all of that happened on, like, the same day or whatnot. Like, the stuff in the Borscht Bowl Club, that happened, like, the day before. Or, no, not... Yeah, the day before the first trial or whatever. The stuff in the studio happened whenever, maybe the second trial. Like, this is just present day stuff. The stuff with Gavin, that had to happen after they called the recess for the Vera trial. And then stuff with Valent, maybe that was same day. Or he probably met with Valent right after we left. But then the transfer of rights, who do we get those from? I don't even remember. But, so, this was all video recording from Phoenix? And he passed it on to Apollo, I'm guessing? Or the jurors? I'm a little confused by what's going on here. I wasn't expecting the fourth wall to be shattered. Unless, like, it's incorporating you, the player, into the game. Like, you're the jury now. We've seen everything play out, but, like, I don't... Then how does this play into the trial? What, are we going to call Kristoff to the stand? But then why? That's the only thing I can think of then. He must have somehow figured out everything that happened. Because, to be fair, like, with the evidence we had, we were able to determine that the crime scene was tampered with. So maybe he was able to see that too, put two and two together, and figured that our client was innocent, but then forged easily, like, had evidence forged that could be easily disproven to help his brother win a trial, I'm guessing. Brotherly love. At the expense of Phoenix. I mean, he doesn't have a connection to him. And then try to get rid of the witness in Vera. However, she lived. But he had another ace up his sleeve with trying to poison her with the fingernail polish? Maybe, but no. That's her good luck charm for whenever she goes outside, but she had never been outside. So maybe that was it. He was banking on... It was a backup, just in case. But then Drew just sent that, like, letter to him. So what, he was just blackmailing them over the years? And then I'm guessing Phoenix kind of knew something was up because the evidence came out of nowhere, so he was just going to get to the bottom of it over time. And then, you know, keep your enemies close, but your... No, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So he hypothesized that Kristoff had something to do with it. So just sort of befriended him, like it wouldn't hurt to befriend him. And then everything happened with Zach. But then why would... Oh, no. Yeah, because he was just having a friendly conversation with Kristoff. And then Zach showed up. Kristoff probably saw and was like, wait a minute. I remember that face. And even Zach was like, oh, he doesn't remember me. That's strange. No, he was just playing it cool so that he could come back and kill him. But why? Oh, yeah, because that meant like that's another loose end that's there. But this seems like way too much just to hook up your brother with like an easy trial. That's some Von Karma shit right there, like just like having a perfect record, but that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, we'll see where this goes next time, and let's play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.